Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another Crunch the Compressor. Today I'm working with the SPL Iron by Plugin Alliance. This is the SPL Iron Mastering Compressor, and today I'm going to be working with it on the 2-bus mainly. I got it on a drum bus group with the bass that we'll check out for a little bit, but this is a very unique compressor, and I'm going to be running the thresholds so that way we can get the typical Crunch the Compressor high gain reductions, check it out too, but I'm not super familiar with it, so hopefully we'll learn it a little bit together today and just want to demo it. So without further ado, let's just kick this on now. Run that threshold up a little bit. And right now I'm not going to be so much focused on the gain matching. I just want to hear the way the compressor is reacting to the audio material. Default settings right now. Off. On. It's a gentle snappiness to everything that I kind of like about it. It uses 120 volt DC audio rail that has something to do with the circuitry on it. And this rectifier settings here, we'll scroll through a couple of these. They give it different tones. A lot of options on this one. Definitely pretty cool. So let's take this attack. I'm going to slow it down, put that release on fast. Everything here is stepped intervals for the most part, except for the threshold. That's kind of a free range there, but the rest of it, 2, 4, 6, 8 increments, fast, and then some inner settings all the way to slow. Same thing here with the attack. Let's try some of this rectifier settings. So I'm going to shut up and just watch me as I'm going to go through a couple of these. Kind of really like this GE one right here on the settings. The SPL Iron also has this airbase kind of little boost here on the low end, so let's check that out. Here, let me bypass this real quick. So that's raw. Airbase on. Yeah, right away. I mean, check that out. You can hear there's definitely a boost to the low end. So again, we're not very much volume matching right now. This particular compressor is a little bit difficult for me to volume match because the output settings are stepped. But for the most part, I'm not too concerned with that when I use something like this. I just want to make sure it sounds good and then, level it. That's not bad. Okay, let's play with a couple of these settings too, the sidechain EQs. Let me roll through some of these. Last one's the external here, but I don't have an external sidechain. Again, right now we're just going to be playing with this as I've been doing, so go check out the manual so you can see what a lot of these things do. Typical Plugin Alliance manner, they have the TMT variation, so you can get a little bit of channel variation, and this nice kind of EQ toolkit here that you can get a little stereo with. So let's see if let's get this gain reduction going like a little bit higher. So here, I'm minus this output. You see how that works? So kind of a weird meter, but so on the minus, that's how much of a reduction you get, see? And on the plus, that's gonna be a boost. So let me put it on 2. I got a limiter in the background, so I'm not gonna clip it. And then right here in the 0. Actually not hearing too much there on the 0, so I don't know if that's just no level compensation. Here we go, let's try to boost this up here. Same thing, I guess, right here. See, I'm doing that. I'm inputting on the plus sign and then minusing over here so I can adjust the output accordingly. But I want to really drive it right now. That's pretty nice. We take that airbase off here so it won't get that boost right now. Off. Not too bad. So that's on the 2 bus right now. I also have one here on the bass and drums, so let me turn this off for a second and let's go back to, yeah, they got I believe a color setting here, so we'll change the rhythm bus here to the red. Let me solo this up here. So okay, here we go. This is just the bass and the drums right now. Let's check out what it sounds like here. Oh. Not too bad. Let's change the settings here on the rectifier. Off. Oh. I like that. I'm gonna put the airbase on it here. Check it out. Yeah, it's a nice lift on the low end. So the rest of the mix. I'm gonna bypass right here. Everything off. Oh. Yeah, definitely some dB boost there for sure. Not volume matched. Not trying to pretend that that's volume matched, but there's a nice cohesiveness to everything. So let's still see if I can. One last shot to get this to maybe a 20 dB gain reduction. So usually when I do Crunch The Compressor videos, I really, want to saturate it. But this one in particular is just a, I guess I consider it a mastering compressor. So you don't really do that with this kind of tool. But let's have some fun here. This 120 volt DC auto road, so you can play with that. Tape roll off also, let's check that out. Yeah, since that sidechain EQ off here, we're gonna see the kick drum kick it down, so. A lot of pumping and breathing, obviously, so Definitely not usually how I would use a tool like this, but if you were to go for something like that, you might be able to get a little parallel mix. So let's see if we can blend that in. See, that's not bad. You can hear that punch come through. So let's play with the stereo width here a little bit. I'm gonna go extreme just so you can check it out. And obviously when you're using a tool like this, you know, that could be used for effect, but realistically most people are gonna use this, you know, sparingly, maybe about 105, you know, that's all right. Let me on and off that, so let's check this out. It's on. Off. So that sounds pretty cool. As you can see here, I mean, I'm going with some exaggerated gain reduction settings. Hit about 7, maybe I hit 10 at sometimes here, but it just, you know, to really drive it is ridiculous. I mean, I got this input at 12 plus here. Definitely gives it a nice volume boost and just kind of a glue to everything. What a compressor, mastering compressor, as it says so plainly here on the boilerplate. There's this interval here. You can host sync this. That was kind of interesting. It didn't turn on with that. So again, go read the manual. I need to as well. Here, let me hit the reset on it. And let me go back into the drum bus one here and reset that as well. Kick it off with a couple of more presets, or close it up with just go through a couple of these. Appreciate y'all checking out this video of the SPL Iron Plugin Alliance, the mastering compressor. So y'all do me a favor and hit that subscribe real quick too. Oh, there we go. There's 20 dB. I should have just gone to the New York style right here. So you can see there's a parallel mix on it. Again, this is the red one here is on the drum and bass, and then this is the mix bus. Crazy, check that out. That's not bad. So let's keep that kicking, and then let me go over here and let's grab another preset. Let's do let's go mix bus. Wow. That did make a difference. Check that out. So I'm just gonna go on and off and shut up. Wow, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like that a lot. And obviously, as I said, we're not volume matching here. This is just the presets doing its thing. Hit reset one more time. Go back to this New York. That's a bump in compressor setting on that New York one. Actually, it changed the color too. Let me see if I can go back to. There's the black. There's the all black, and then there's the red. That look pretty cool. Drum fuller. That's interesting. Center explosion. Yeah, it definitely centers it up. Let's see, punch air. I think on the other one, when I thought the gain reduction was real high, it was actually the meter here was on this VU plus 10. Once again, go check out the manual to see what all that means. But apparently, a lot of these compressors, what the meter is indicating, is dependent on what you have selected here. So just go put it back on the gain reduction. Mixed bus on both of them here. I think that'll be fair. Close it up with that. Turn it off now. Yeah, just hear all that life get zapped out of it. The SPL Iron really helps it breathe, so let's just get a little bass line here of what it sounds like raw. On. It's on the rhythm bus again. Check that out, just coming in and out. Well, there you go. That's the SPL Iron Plugin Alliance Mastering Compressor. Under at least a couple of settings there, so definitely a very interesting, cool sounding plugin. There's a lot of tones to be had with this one, and I believe that you can get a good sense of what it sounds like just applying material and going through various settings and trying a couple of these presets. But a lot of things to go through here. Obviously I didn't go through it all today, but I just wanted to get a little bit of taste of it and try to drive this to the extreme as I could. But definitely a tool that would be good for mastering and some reasonable dB gain reduction. So thanks again for listening, everyone, and we'll see you next time.